Hey, what's up, everyone? My name's Charles. I am the host of This Thursday, and this is the This Thursday crew coming to you live on video for the first time ever. Guys, you want to go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Hi, my name is Nick. I've been part of this podcast for like over 1 year. It's still going strong.
Right, you've worked on a couple different podcasts with me so far.
I remember Aria. I remember Destiny. People that are like no longer part of like this group I've talked to, and they were really good, awesome people. I never met a single bad person in this whole entire podcast.
That's incredible.
Everybody's just been so good.
That's great that you've made some real friends doing this, huh?
Yeah.
That's great. We all miss our other co-hosts who are no longer with us. Well, they're still alive. They're just no longer podcasting.
Yeah.
It sounds wrong to say it that way. But we used to do 2 days a week, and now we're just down to one. But Josh, would you like to introduce yourself too?
Sure. So I'm Josh. I've been doing podcasting for over a year as well, and I'm very excited to be part of our first video podcast.
Heck yeah, we're happy to have you here, man.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Zach, would you like to say a little something about yourself?
Not really.
Not really? Hey, that's okay, man. Well, to everybody watching at home, I used to say listening, but to everybody watching, this is Zach Porter, and you've been podcasting for about a year now too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You've been on, 3 different ones? I believe. This Thursday?
2 or 3.
Thursday Thoughts? I think this is the third one.
I don't think I was on Thursday Thoughts.
No, you weren't. You've always been This Thursday.
Yeah. And Monday Mix.
And Monday Mix, yep. You're the only one from this group who was on the Monday Mix, I believe.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, we're super happy to have you here, man. And last but not least,
the one and only Tyrone Jones. And I've been on here for over 1 year. I really like it.
What have you learned being on a podcast?
I learned a lot. I learned a lot about technology. I didn't know any of how to do the effect and all that when I first came here, so I learned a lot.
Working with Audacity, huh?
Yeah.
Editing audio. And now we're going to be learning how to edit video and really bring everything together that we've been working on for the past year, guys. So, right on. Well, everybody at home, thanks for tuning in, and stick around because we've got lots of awesome content coming your way. Awesome. So, in the past, Tyrone, you've always had your own segment called
Sports Talk with Tyrone.
Or no, was it Get
Sporty.
It was Get Sporty with Tyrone.
With
We went through a couple different names.
Yeah.
Some weeks you do like to talk about sports, and some weeks you don't.
Some weeks I don't. Yeah.
But how was your team looking this week?
Man, my team looked awesome, man. We got 2 interceptions. One of them was by my boy Malik Starks or something like that.
Before we go further, what team's your team?
The Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
You already know it.
And you got the
tattoo and everything.
Let me show everybody at home what you
got the tattoo and everything.
Well, pull it a little further, closer in, because all right, I think we can probably see that. That's pretty sweet, man.
Yeah.
I know that's your team through thick or thin, but we had a pretty good game last.
Yeah, we on a 3-game winning streak right now. We was on a 4-game losing streak.
I know.
But that's besides the point. But yeah, my boy Lamar went off. Derrick Henry went off. We got a couple of good runs. We got interceptions. We got turnovers.
Yeah, a couple good field goals, right?
Couple of good field goals. Yeah, for being honest, when we was kicking those field goals, I thought we was gonna lose because us just getting the ball, turnover in the ball from them, and just kicking field goals, we're not going up much. So I didn't think we was gonna score a touchdown, and I figured they was gonna score touchdowns, and we wasn't. But when I tell you, when we kept getting that ball back, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, they just kept giving it right back to us.
Kept giving it back. And we got a fumble off of a kickoff return.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Heck yeah, I think the birds are back.
Yeah,
I hope
and they
so.
said if we make the playoffs 1-5, because we started out 1-5. If we make the playoffs, like basically win the rest of these games and make the playoffs, we'll be one of the teams that's is in history that went 1-5 and made the playoffs.
Wow, that'd be one of the biggest
Yeah,
comebacks, come from
Yeah.
behinds in NFL history, huh?
yeah. So I'm hoping that we'd be like the Chiefs, because back when the Chiefs did it, they won 10 straight games.
Wow.
After a couple losses.
After 5 losses, yeah.
Really?
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
There's no reason we can't do that too.
Yeah.
Did anybody else get a chance to watch the game over the weekend?
I wish I did.
I
Same.
caught maybe the second and third quarter of it. I was out having lunch, and
Yeah.
people were getting pretty excited where I was. Man, people were screaming, jumping up, popping off.
Yeah.
It was a good game. We almost stayed for the whole thing, but had to go.
The birds are back in town. The birds are back in town.
That's right, baby. Well,
I didn't
awesome.
really watch the game. I had no idea what was going on, to be honest. I was doing dishes that weekend.
Hey, that's all right. You're still supporting the Ravens, right?
Yeah.
That's what
That's all that
matters.
matters, yeah.
Right on. Well, thanks for that sports recap, man.
Yeah.
Glad to hear some good news on the podcast. Gotcha. So, who else did something exciting over the weekend? Anybody?
Well, I'll go next. I wouldn't call it exciting. Well, I guess, depending how you
Kind
look
of.
at it. Unfortunately, I was sick over the weekend, and Saturday night I was sick, and I had to be taken to the hospital in an ambulance. And I was there till 5 a.m. The good news is I didn't have to stay overnight.
Oh my gosh. Were you awake that whole time?
Yes.
Till 5 a.m.?
So if I look tired on the camera, I apologize. I'm still recovering, but I'm on the mend, and I'm happy about that. And also, tomorrow I leave for Charlotte, North Carolina to be part of the ARC National Convention. I will be doing a
Wow.
presentation on the secret sauce of making a advocacy group with a couple other co-presenters. So I'm very excited, looking forward to it, and that's basically what I've been up to in my weekend.
That is amazing, man. Well, sorry you had a really bad start to your weekend, it sounds like, dude.
But I came out on top in the end, so.
Right on. Man, it just sucks staying up all night.
It does,
but-
it does.
Are you feeling fully recuperated?
Yep,
Fully?
I did what I had to do, got through it, and I'm back, so.
Heck yeah, man. And are you ready to, you said Charlotte, North Carolina?
Yes.
You're flying right into Charlotte?
Tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
How long are you going to be gone for?
Till the 15th,
Gotcha.
so.
I don't know. Are you going to miss any podcasts?
No,
I guess not, huh?
No.
You'll be back in time.
not this time.
That's good. Yeah, I need everybody here, especially now that we're doing video.
Absolutely.
See all y'all beautiful faces every week.
Mm-hmm.
But you said you're going to present, you're going to talk a bit about your advocacy
groups
group, huh?
and how you form them and what makes a good advocacy group.
Cool.
So.
Well, a little sneak peek for our viewers and listeners. What does make for a great advocacy group? Because I want us to start, advocating for ourselves too on here.
Well, I guess basically you gotta find what you want to advocate about.
Right.
Right?
Need
And
a
then
clear direction.
you have to find other people that believe or have similar beliefs that you have, and you just come together and form a group.
So like-minded individuals with a clear goal or purpose.
They have
huh?
to be passionate. Yeah. So they have to be passionate. They have to be knowledgeable. There are more like other complex things I'm not going to get into too much because it's a lot. But I guess
Okay.
basically, for me, the most important part is to have a passion and to be with other people that share your passion.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, I think that's the most basic way to sum it up.
How you get anything done, really. How you
Right.
make any change. You got to have
It's
that.
like coming here.
that passion.
Yeah.
And find your vibe attracts your tribe. You got to find those people that want the same changes.
Exactly.
The same, put the good things out into the world.
If you're going to be in Atlanta, might I make a suggestion for
Oh,
tourism?
Charlotte.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh, Charlotte. No.
All right.
Know
I
any
was
good-
going to say,
good
if you're going to
spots
be in
down there?
Atlanta, Well, I think Atlanta's not too far down from there, and there's Duluth, Georgia, which has the which is a museum run by a local chapter of the National Railway Historical Society down that way.
I would love to do some tourism stuff, Zach, but unfortunately, I'm going to be at the conference, so I won't have time to do that kind of
So you won't
stuff.
have time to play tourist then?
No, unfortunately.
All right.
Are you flying back like the next day, or you get 2 nights there?
Well, I get there on Wednesday and leave Sunday, so that's...
Oh, so you might have a little bit of time to.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean,
Get out there?
the big issue is transportation. I have a shuttle that's gonna take me to and from the airport or to and from the hotel where the event is.
I see.
Yeah, I'd have to Uber around, and that costs money. And
That adds up quick, especially in a big city
Yeah,
like Charlotte.
so-
Huh? Those prices are crazy.
I wish I could.
Wait,
yeah.
Charlotte, North Carolina?
Mhm.
Oh, I thought you said Atlanta. I thought you said
You
Georgia.
should-
Well, if you do have time, then try the Wait, is that on the east side? Is Charlotte on the east side of North Carolina or the west side?
West side.
Because I was going to say there's actually also the
In the
Tweetsie
middle.
Railroad Amusement Park in Boone.
Boone, North Carolina. That's not too far. There's a railroad amusement park.
It's basically an amusement park based in the Old West. It's got a 3-foot gauge railroad running around the mountain on a 3-mile loop.
Very
It's
cool.
got also-
that does sound cool.
It's an amusement park based off the Old West. It's basically based off the railroad that called the East Tennessee and Western North Carolina. The Eastern Tennessee, the East Tennessee section still runs on the standard gauge line, but they also have the last 3-foot gauge steam locomotive from the original Tweetsie line, they used to call it, number 12. I think that's in the shop right now.
That's very interesting, Zach. I always love how knowledgeable you are about trains.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
It's cool how much you know, man. You're a walking
In
encyclopedia.
fact, that engine actually turned 100 in 2012, I think.
That's awesome.
Spent like two sections of its career in its original Baldwin factory paint job.
Wow.
We gotta do some kind of field trip to a railway.
Zach,
place.
have you ever been to the Railroad Museum in Baltimore City?
I have not been there in a long time, but I would like to go back down there. They're actually restoring one of the engines we're actually restoring several engines for the 250th anniversary of the states next year, as well as the 200th anniversary of the Baltimore and Ohio within the next year after that.
That'd be great. Maybe we could do like a field trip down there sometime. You know, I think if I ask permission, we can go a little further than our usual.
It's in
routes.
Baltimore City, though, downtown.
Right. Well, just a thought.
They take
but-
EBT cards for as far as admission is concerned.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
That is interesting.
That'd be a little more accessible for
I mean,
everybody.
they wouldn't take it at. And I already checked. They won't take it at the snack bar down that way, but
No.
no, because a lot of the stuff down there is hot or something like that, I think.
Okay. Yeah,
But
definitely
anyway,
some
but you
limits
might want
on
to bring
that.
some extra cash either way,
Okay, well, we'll definitely talk
especially
about
for the
that.
gift shop. They have a lot of cool stuff in the gift
I
shop.
want to get somewhere cool for our outing at the end of this session.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Cool.
Gotcha. Cool. Well, awesome. Josh, you got to take lots of pictures. Tell us about your trip.
You know where we should go?
Where's that, Tyrone?
The Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory. Is there one of those around here?
I think there's one in Delaware.
Delaware. I don't know if we can go out of state.
That's not out of state though.
Delaware
Yes,
would be. But is there a Cheesecake Factory? I know there's one in like Annapolis.
Something like that.
I haven't been to
I don't think we
Cheesecake
can go
Factory
down
in
that
years.
far. Though.
That's pretty far.
Yeah.
Cool. That's a good thought, man. We'll look it up and see if there's, if not,
The
something
last
Ooh,
similar.
let's do Red Lobster and White Marsh.
I know you love Red Lobster, man.
Oh,
We're both sad when the
no,
one here
no,
closed.
No, I'm not.
That
even-
went now.
I'm
Yeah.
not so
Or
good.
better yet,
No,
PF
there.
Chang's. Let's do PF
No.
Chang's.
You know what, guys? Let's discuss that when we're not recording. But we'll figure out somewhere really cool to go this time.
I'm just saying, PF Chang's is really cool.
It is a nice restaurant. Yeah,
Never
it's right there
been.
in White Marsh.
It's
We can
nice.
do something in White Marsh.
Okay.
Cool. But yeah, Josh, do you know if they're going to record any of the conference? Are they going to record what you
I
say?
do not know that actually.
Keep us updated, man.
I will. And I'll definitely take pictures. Everybody at the ARC has been asking me to take pictures. So
Not bad, man. Well, we'll definitely feature some on our podcast now that we're doing the
awesome.
visual aspect too. Or if you want to
Well,
record
actually,
yourself
between
talking,
Boone-
you know, you can.
Huh?
Actually, the Tweetsie Railroad is between Boone and Blowing Rock. I think it's closer to Boone or the old train station in Boone, but it's basically it's been run by a family that whose one of their ancestors was a governor of North Carolina at one point. And both their steam engines are pure coal-fired locomotives. One actually came from they have a locomotive that actually came from Alaska that was built for the U.S. Transportation Army Administration during the World War II.
Do these trains still run or run?
They still run, yeah.
That's interesting.
One of them's called, in fact, that engine's number 190, and she's called the Yukon Queen.
Nice name. Love
Rather
it.
big, huh?
Yeah, she's a 282 Mikado. The Tweetsy number 12 is a 460 10-wheeler.
Ooh, sounds massive.
Not as big as a 210, 282, but yeah.
What's like the biggest kind of train that still runs?
I'd say the Union Pacific Big Boy.
Boy.
4 articulated.
Big boy.
You can tell.
4000 class. In fact, they actually recently restored one, not as of 2019.
Cool, man. I'll look that up later. And
Number 4014 is his number.
that kind of relates back to what you were talking about. Did you discover a new TV show over the weekend, or you heard about something that's getting
Thomas
rebooted?
Prince or something.
No. I was actually keeping an eye on this for a number of years, and I only recently found out about it as of a few months ago. But next year, we're actually getting the what they call the Alcroft cut of Thomas and the Magic Railroad.
Oh, is it Britt Alcroft?
Yeah, Britt Alcroft. Her name is Britt.
Okay.
Britt.
Yeah, I remember that name. So it's a special cut of the original Thomas.
And Thomas the Magic Railroad movie. Yeah, there was
the
actually
movie,
there was actually an auction of some of her stuff, and I think some people got some of the models from the movie. And there's this one group on the YouTube that's working with this place called Silbit Records, I think, to restore the original film. You can actually see clips of the original 1999 cut on that thing. And there's also another YouTube that's fairly recent called The Magic Railroad, where you can see a lot of the clips and stuff as well, and a lot of the stuff from the Alcroft archives, they call it. In fact, they not too long ago put up the original animatic for the first draft of the script.
No way.
Yeah, I gave it a like as soon as I saw it.
Well, we'll have to check that out on our lunch break today.
Yeah.
I'll see what you mean, man. Cool. Well, thank you for filling us in, Zach.
Hey, where are we going?
For our outing today, still to be determined. We'll talk about that
So
over.
you gotta check it out on the lunch break.
We're gonna check out what Zach was talking about, the revamping of the TV show. Or
Revamping of the movie.
Of the movie. I'm sorry, not TV show.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll check that out. Awesome, man. And Nick, we haven't heard much from you, man. What you been up to?
No, I've been up to well, first of all, I'm going to talk about my weekend instead of my weekend, because it's I did realize that basically coming over here from yesterday, from Tuesday, I didn't know something. That basically the government shut down, right? I've mentioned that before, right?
Right, you missed a couple days of work, huh?
I did, but then everybody came back on Wednesday. It was as if nothing happened, and it's crazy because it's I thought I was going to be out for more days than just that, more than just 2 days.
I think
It
we
was
were all
just 2
concerned
days. That was crazy.
Yeah.
that you'd be off for a couple of weeks. Like a lot of the government employees have been off for over a month now.
Yeah.
So that's kind of awesome that you're only
Yeah, I'm
only had to miss 2
I'm very
days.
happy
Real
for
quick,
you.
So
Nick,
the
that you're
government, the
Yes,
gov-
Tyrone, you can talk to everybody.
the government is still shut down.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's still shut down.
But Nick was saying that he was able to return to work,
Yeah.
even though the rest of the government's still shut down.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
good.
Happy to hear that.
Yeah, but it's worrisome.
It really is. Basically, it makes me think, where are we heading in these times? And basically, how it's one person may point a finger, and then the other side of the politics may point the other finger. It's I don't even know what the heck is this mumbo jumbo shenanigans. Somebody's got to speak up and
Yeah.
basically give out proof of evidence instead of just pointing the finger and have no
I agree.
evidence at all. Because it honestly makes me feel that we become so uncivilized as a society that basically we can't come up to agreements, or we can't make valid points sometimes.
We can't work together. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
People
It's
ego
honestly
tripping and-
ridiculous.
I also think that we, some or a lot of people, even if there is that evidence that one side may be right or wrong, I think each side is so dedicated to their side that they're willing to kind of dismiss evidence or ignore it and just
Do anything possible to bolster their.
And honestly,
and that's
what
what
And honestly, it's like it's just finger pointing at this point, and it's
Yeah.
like, what was that word I'm trying to look for? Like
They're
it's
giving
just
themselves
very-
the finger, basically, is what you're trying to say.
They're shooting themselves
Shooting
in the
themselves
foot.
in the foot. Yeah.
And they're giving themselves, and that's another. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but this is like
They are.
it makes me think that they're acting like a bunch of children, just saying, "Oh no, this person did this," because I know that
Yeah.
basically neither side could be good or evil, but I mean like one side could just be as bad as the other.
Right. That's true.
In,
Regardless
Yeah.
of
in different ways, yeah.
regardless of whose
As for,
politics you
like-
agree with, there's each side is capable of evil
Yeah.
or of
Yeah.
good, right?
As for what's going on, I'm not going to speak too deeply about that. I just know that we're hitting some hard times.
Oh, no, that is the truth. No matter what side you're on, or who's to blame, the fact is we're all suffering from it, and we need to come together and
Return to normal.
Yeah, return to normal. Whatever normal is, I think at this point, I think normal's been so distorted, and
Say change is the only constant.
yeah,
I'm not going
especially
to
in
get too deep
politics.
into that, but I do know that some things are going on. You
Yeah.
can't ignore it. You have to kind of
Absolutely.
understand it, and you just kind of gotta like feel like you just have to understand, but you don't let that ruin your day or ruin your progress in doing what you have to do.
yeah, it's very frustrating.
Wise
But
words.
Nick is right. You have to push through it and
Yeah.
keep going, and that's not easy.
It's not.
But I think we're all capable of it. We just need to come together and try to put our differences aside and just be unified as we should be. So
Or at the very least, get Trump out of the picture
Yeah. You'd like that, huh?
permanently.
I will say, without being too political, I'm not a Trump fan. However, I do think that both sides, regardless of who's in the White House, needs to do something good for the country and needs to fix this mess, regardless of who's responsible.
That's right. Yeah, take the best ideas from both sides.
Exactly. Yeah.
7 years ago and all that.
All that.
Yeah.
Yeah, get back to those times. When
Oh, I
people
wish.
cared
On
about
top
their
of that,
country.
it's like, other than that, I'm going to get to the fun stuff now. Like, basically on my weekend, I was very chill. I was like basically very to myself. I think I actually brought the my housemates group a whole thing of pizza.
Did you really?
Yeah, it was
that
like
was
stuffed
nice.
crust, and then it was like the crazy thing about this. I got this on a deal that cost us much less than what it usually would because I had all these points, and I redeemed those points for that meal.
So where did you go? Where you get the pizza from?
Domino's. It was delivery.
Oh,
It was
okay.
like Alfredo sauce. It was like steak,
Interesting.
and then basically it was like mozzarella stuffed crust pizza.
Wow.
You
I
did
didn't
a
realize
white
that.
pizza, huh?
Yeah.
That does sound good.
I hear they
On
have
top
good
of
that,
mac and
it's
cheese.
like-
I've never tried their mac and cheese.
I wanted to
Domino's.
try it for quite a while, actually.
I also
don't know if
had
they
a
still have it or
cookie-
not, but
I don't know.
Also had cookie brownie, and I also, what else did I have with that? I bought myself a bottle of Coke, like
Wow.
Diet Coke. Yeah,
Sounds like a
like
party.
a 2-liter bottle or an individual bottle.
I'd say 16 ounce.
Gotcha.
I don't do
think-
2 liter.
I think you
That's
deserve.
too much.
I think you deserve to,
Mhm.
to splurge sometimes, Nick. I mean,
Yeah, man,
considering everything you've gone through with the shutdown and how frustrating it's been.
Everyone deserves to treat themselves.
Exactly.
Especially after a long week of work, right?
Yeah.
Or no work whatsoever.
Or work.
Or no work
frustra-
whatsoever,
Yeah,
yeah.
work or frustration. I think when those kind of things happen, that's the time to treat yourself.
Right? Yeah. You want to celebrate when things are going good, but
or
also
at least
if you have
start
a
a
bad
hobby.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hobbies can be very soothing for your mental health.
Oh, sure. Any
Yeah.
way of coping.
I mean, in fact, there was
yeah.
this
Can't always eat your feelings, right?
I mean, yeah. In fact, there's this.
Sure.
In fact, there's this mental health group in the UK called. It's a mental health charity called Mind, and some friends on YouTube. One of them was named Max. I do believe I've mentioned him before. Is Terry 5 Step Me.
I'm not sure.
I did it when we were doing the Monday Mix.
Okay, it sounds familiar.
And his YouTube channel actually helped stream a live thing where they were working at this model train exhibition at a heritage railway in England, where they were trying to build a whole an L-shaped model railroad track plan in like 2 days during the weekend there. and they were raising money for the mental health charity. They even filmed how they made it, and also filmed a thing with several different YouTubers involved that talked about how hobbies like model railways soothe the mind and are good for your mental health.
Okay.
I'll show you the videos sometime.
Did they say specifically why? Like, working with model trains might be good for your health?
Well, any hobby, really, but they were talking about trains because they were a big... It was called Owen, and the group for that was called Owen and Team.
Okay. Let's look that up later, too.
Yeah.
I love when things relate back to mental health, because we talk a lot about that on this podcast.
Yeah.
You know, ways to stay physically and mentally healthy.
It's a big issue.
It is. People don't want to address it.
Medical
it's
and physical
uncomfortable.
health. Yep. There's such a stigma around mental health.
I'll show you the videos sometime. The two videos I'm talking about specifically are on Terrier 55's YouTube channel.
Very cool. Well, let's check that out as soon as we're done with this. And I think...
Hey.
Oh, sorry to interrupt, Nick. You're still going, man. You're still talking about your weekend, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Get off on tangents sometimes.
So me and basically like, I sat down and basically I laid in my bed and I was playing some video games on my Steam Deck, right? So
There you
what
go.
I was playing recently was like Final Fantasy VII, so I dig some deep into that, and I'm thinking like, yeah, Barrett, and he's like looking out the Mako reactor kind of like plaza, and I'm like, he's talking about pizza, and I'm like, why is he talking about pizza? Apparently, a term that I realized that Final Fantasy VII does use with its characters in the beginning. When they mean pizza, they mean being sheltered into some kind of like plaza. That's like having everybody within trapped inside when you think about it. Because the
Okay.
whole corporation's trying to control society.
So is the corporation the pizza and we're all the ingredients stuck
Oh.
in there? Or
Kind of
Is
in
that
a
what
way,
you-
yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, like the plaza is like a circle. So you know,
Right.
like a pizza pie is like a circle.
Sure.
Okay.
That's what they mean by pizza.
Not
And
always.
sometimes they hint like
Well, not always, but...
sometimes they hint the joke. Sometimes like that as well.
Not always. I've seen
That's
pizzas
clever.
that are square and rectangular.
I know, but I'm talking
Yeah.
about video
Well, for the
games
sake
like
of-
Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, I mean,
why they say
yeah.
pizza.
I was gonna say because when you said pizza, I was like, you mean like the Ninja Turtles where they eat the pizza all the time in the sewer?
I'm just getting hungry talking about pizza with you guys. It's almost
But-
lunchtime.
Knowing like Final Fantasy VII, it's like a very base game where basically corporations like Shinra, which is like a power company that tries to supply power to the people over natural resources. I mean, that could be seen as a good thing, but when you think about it, it's actually kind of a bad thing because the energy that they're sucking off is like the planet's core energy. So someday
Oh my
the
God.
planet may die and just decay.
All right.
So
Not too similar from what goes on in
Yeah.
our world today, huh?
And
kind
I,
of crazy, yeah.
and you were
Burning through
saying that
resources and
And then you have like the
Yeah.
terrorist organization where basically like it's Avalanche, which consists of like Cloud, Barrett, Tifa, Biggs,
this is Final
Jesse?
Fantasy VII, you said?
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
It's honestly one of the best stories I've ever like gone into.
It's
honestly.
good.
I've
It is
heard it's
good.
the best Final Fantasy game ever
A lot of people
because
say
of
it
the
is.
story.
And you know why I feel like I'm so attached to it though? It's because I like stuff that is like cyberpunk, but yet like some kind of like corrupt society being kind of like, how can I say, a corrupt society that's being controlled corporately. The
Okay.
corporations are the one in power trying to use the people for their own benefit.
So when the bad guys are just regular people that are...
Yeah.
Yeah, like the people that work for Shinra, that are like the head leads, are really evil, sinister people at best.
Corporations can be evil. They have a lot of power, and they can get greedy, right?
Yeah,
Like in video games, mirror reality. And
I do like
Or
that
bring
too.
up good political and moral points.
Right. It's something you can get out of video games. It's not just a waste of time. You know, it makes you think. Makes you
If
consider-
if the writers are smart
if they're talented, know what
and
they're
they're
doing.
talented, yeah.
And make good work of art.
And Avalanche is actually the good guys. When you think about all the people I mentioned as like Avalanche, they're all good guys trying to fight against this one bad cause that the company's trying to hold up.
Right.
Yeah.
And so basically, I'm at a part where they're trying to demonize the Avalanche, and basically they're trying to make them look like they're the enemy or they're some kind of like evil, sinister terrorist group.
Whoa.
And that Shinra is the good guys when they don't care about the better well-being of the people. They only deceive them into making them think that so they can profit off of them.
That sounds
Getting
very
power off of
familiar.
that.
That's sounds like the way American politics play out sometimes. Huh?
No.
Or sometimes you just get a good company with a penny-pinching, bean-counting desk jockey who only sees the world through the numbers of their ledgers in general.
That's true too.
People, yeah.
Money and greed, man.
Stop really being human. But guys, we're getting close to the half-hour mark already. I think it might be about time to wrap up and grab some lunch.
Okay.
All right.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, sounds good.
Sounds good
Sound
to me.
good? Awesome. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to say before we wrap up here?
No?
We out.
We out.
out.
Thank you, Tyrone. Awesome.
I will
Thanks.
say this, though.
Yeah, Nick.
I kind of don't like basically being like the one that has to be interrupted or just basically when I feel like I have something to say, I want to say it, but then I just kind of like it goes on and goes on and it goes on with someone else. And I'm like, isn't it my turn to talk and all that? And I'm like,
I'm sorry, Nick. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yeah,
Same here,
I know.
man. Sorry.
I'm pretty sure that when my phone hits 30 minutes, the video is gonna stop.
Yeah.
Did you have more to say? Because I can pause and hit play again.
I guess I could.
Yeah, man. I don't want to cut you off. All right, 1 second.
We out means we out.
We're not out yet.
So I like how I basically Cloud was like the guy that was basically working for Avalanche, but he doesn't really care about the cause interest. He feels like the world's going to end either way and there's nothing to stop it. Or he just rather just be like, this is how fate is and I have to accept it.
And let it go.
Because
And
the
does he
only
do
thing
that, or
that's
does he
keeping him by
keep
from working
fighting?
with Avalanche is just trying to get money. To make day by day having his own place to be at and all that to hold himself up financially.
Yeah, he's trying to get by.
And, yet when it gets to the part where Jesse goes with him and basically he starts to get more attached to Avalanche and the people in it, he starts to care about those, he does it more free willingly. Because he grows like a relationship with the whole entire group. And it's kind of like he's changing into a better person besides just somebody that's trying to profit off of things.
I see.
Because he sees it as something bigger than that.
Which, bigger than himself and his needs and desires, huh?
Yep.
Wow. So does he? You think he's gonna end up doing the right thing?
I think he is, and I feel like that. I don't know. There's a whole story to Final Fantasy VII. Like, it's crazy to me because one of the main weapons that was carried down to him from the very beginning of Final Fantasy VII. If you ever played Crisis Core,
No.
that was like a prequel to Final Fantasy VII. So the first guy was to ever wield Cloud's weapon was this guy named Angel. But apparently he went kind of short-sighted and then basically started to hate the world because he saw the evil that Shin was doing. And basically, you had the main character from Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core called Zack Fair. He had the Buster Sword as well after it was handed down by Angel to him.
Is that really giant sword?
Yes.
That really huge one that I see?
It has a whole entire legacy. It has a whole entire
Yeah,
legacy
that's the Buster
story
Sword.
about
Okay.
pass on to pass on.
You guys seen
Yeah.
that? It's like this massive sword blade.
You mean like that Thundercats thing?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
No.
Probably different,
Not like
but
that.
go on, Nick.
I mean, it's kind of like it's called the Buster Sword, and basically it's like this big bulky piece of steel
Right.
that you could just like that Cloud puts on him and wields and swings around.
Yep.
It's crazy that he even does that because that sword is much more massive than his whole entire arm.
I remember it was on the
His
cover
arms.
of the game, and it made me want to play the game just to swing that big sword around.
If I may, I think maybe. Well, our viewers can't see my screen. I was going to look it up and get a sort of picture for our audience, but
Yeah, well, anybody at home look up Final Fantasy VII?
Buster
If you wanna
Sword.
check
Check
out-
it out.
And check out
Yeah.
the Magic Railroad YouTube page as well, for those of you who are Thomas fans.
But I'm not going to spoil the whole plot of Final Fantasy VII Crisis Core.
Yeah,
Just
good.
know that
I never finished
if
it.
you want to know the beginning, play Crisis Core, then basically play Final Fantasy VII. I haven't completed the Final Fantasy VII story yet. Of like I finished the prequel, So I remember owning a PSP back in the day,
Mhm.
but then it's like going on after what happened after those events. I'm just kind of like didn't quite finish up with that Cloud's part of this story.
It's a long game.
It is a long game. Like there's so much to the story. It's a complicated plot, but I love it for that reason. It has
I love it too.
it has compelling aspects of this story that just hold me deep into it.
I gotta play
I
that
really
game.
like
Man.
it.
Yeah,
It's been on my list for a very long time.
Yeah, it's worth playing, definitely.
Awesome.
But that was like
Thundercats.
that one game to get if you had PlayStation. Is Final
Yeah.
Fantasy VII. But I'm playing the remake, and then I'm probably going to play the classic.
You gonna replay the original one too?
Yeah, why
I
not?
played
The
the
real full
original one, never
experience.
finished it, but played a lot of it, yes.
So when I do finish Intergrade, I don't know if I'm going to like the Final Fantasy VII remake. What was it called? Actually, no, not remake. Final Fantasy VII remake. What part was it called? I can't remember. It's not Intergrade, but something else.
Rebirth?
Rebirth. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of like mixed things about that side of the story because they changed it so much to compared to the original that it feels like it feels forced, and the pacing is unnatural.
Mm.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say why though, because then that gives away the plot of Crisis Core.
No
And-
spoilers.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
Awesome.
I'm going to try that out, but I don't know if I'm going to like it. But I'll get into it.
Well, you have to let us know.
Yeah.
Hit us with your honest review.
Mm-hmm.
There you
Okay.
go.
Great.
And that'll be that.
That it will.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome, Nick. Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, thank you, Nick.
I do appreciate it.
Well,
Now we out.
And now, is there anything else anyone would like to say before we hit the stop button here?
I just want to say thank you for watching our first video podcast, and look forward to doing more for you all.
What he said. All right. Are
We out.
Are we out? All right. We out. All right, guys. Let's get some lunch.